So we're out here just finishing up a coyote hunt for our Christmas time coyote hunt. Just wanted to introduce this next video that I've been working on. Is mule deer hunt in southern Alberta. Something I wanted to do for a long time. I've been hunting down there since I was a little kid, and to be able to get one on film is something I always wanted to do. This mule deer hunt was definitely a learning experience for me, and there's some mistakes that were made that are pretty heartbreaking for me, but I think what I learned and what I was able to accomplish is the reason I want to share this video. I was very hesitant to post the video because of the mistakes that I made and the things that happened, but I just wanted to share, and maybe someone else can learn something from the things that I did and from the ways to keep going and keep moving. So as you're watching this, and if you find some value in it, or even if you have a comment or some criticism, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of keyboard criticism, but yeah, please subscribe to the channel and like it and do all those things, and hopefully in 2021 we can hit the goal of 1,000 subscribers and grow the channel and the dream and the idea that I've had for so long, and hopefully it will continue to improve and grow on that. Well, here starts the adventure. It is now 2:55. I landed in Edmonton at 9:30. Drove as far as I could before I'm too tired to drive. I'm gonna get some sleep, just parked on the side of the highway. First for me, opening day, mule deer, southern Alberta. Weather's supposed to be awesome with a little bit of wind, which is good for stalking. Hopefully we don't run into too many rattlesnakes. Alright, good morning. Look at that, sunrise coming up. We left the bush in Muskeg yesterday, way northern Alberta, and this morning we are in the prairies. Doing this kind of hunt out of a little tiny car is not ideal, but I can do it. We can figure it out. Try not to skyline myself too much, and I'm going to get over here and just duck right into the top end of this coulee, and then this one's a real deep and steep one, so you can get right in the bottom, just real slowly sleep through the rocks. Every time you come around a corner you peek in glass. There's no way that you can see them from, glassing points up on hills and stuff. It just doesn't work like that here. Talking with the landowner, he said, just watch yourself in this pasture before the coulee. He said, I got a few cows in here that'll chase people, and I don't want you getting hurt. Things could get western here in a few minutes. I thought that was pretty funny that the farmer had to warn me about his cows. Let's hope this isn't the cow that chases people. I think that's 1970. It's not that old, but pretty neat. This is what I mean by rocky and steep. I remember this from when I was a kid, crawling through that. There's no snakes. Made a dent in here. When I was a kid, I just crouched and walked right through this hole. It's how much things have changed and I got bigger. I'm sure this little creek bottom is filled with sand too. The wind is swirling in these canyons and now it's coming around and hit me from the back, so that's not good. Climb this real steep hill and sit up high for my break. Deer tracks are way up high. That makes sense though. A farmer in another area said that they've had a really bad winter kill about, what is it, 2 hours drive west of here. So I'm wondering if these guys got the same thing. This is the second skull I found in this valley. I was literally just sitting down to say I made the decision I'm going to climb this big hill and go check out the river to see if maybe the deer are bedding in the brush along the river. I turn around and there's a buck standing above me, a couple hundred feet above me. Well, I saw one, so there's one in here. Maybe a new tactic. Maybe belly crawl up to the edge from top and glass down in. Try that. I just hate coming over the top because you skyline yourself to the whole valley and then you got no chance. But if you belly crawl up, maybe that'll work. I've had it work before. Alright, I'm gonna keep going up. Heading back to the car, come across a little bunny. Just that one little buck. I'm gonna head back to the car and go talk to the landowner. And then that coulee is a lot more rolling and grassy, and got some buckbrush and willows and stuff. So maybe that's more where the deer will be. Okay, had some lunch, talked to the landowners, got some more permission. I got a pretty cool spot this time. Alberta Conservation Association buys up all this land to protect the sage grouse, so I got 5 or 6 quarter sections of land, foot access only, but that leads right on to that piece that I have permission on. So I'm gonna hike the rest of the day. I mean, I got 6 hours. Should be a real good spot. Talked to some other hunters who were out today, and they were seeing deer down in the creeks, down in the thicker brush along the creeks. So this is what this is. So I'm thinking it should be good. The first part of this one is pretty wide open, it looks like, so I'm gonna have to sneak up to the edge here and glass really good before I bomb down in there and get in the creek. See, that looks a lot better for deer. Okay, I came down through that creek there. There's actually quite a bit of water in it, which is good. These deer need water, so there's a chance they're close by. I'm gonna sneak up to this cliff edge over here and just peek over real slow. And there's lots of shade and trees down below. got him again. Go down, you big beast. Go down. Go down. Big buck winter kill. I guess a bunch of them did die around here. I gotta go back to the car and get my big pack, all my gear, and I'm gonna hike and follow that deer. I don't know what else to do. I got lots of light tonight. I just am so mad at myself for missing that first shot. Like, it was perfect, absolutely perfect. I should have had that deer 3 times. Looks like I'm camping in the prairies tonight. Okay, I am loaded with enough stuff to stay overnight. I feel so terrible about the shot I made on that deer. I practiced all year. I was confident in shooting at home. Like, I waited for the perfect angle. I calmed my breathing. I knew I was getting excited, so I just stopped and just said, it's just a deer. Relax. And that first one, totally missed him. Second one, high. Knocked him down. Third one, just nicked him. Fourth one, I thought would have killed him. Right in front of the back hip, straight down into the chest, but now I'm thinking maybe it's just sitting in the back strap. Didn't do any damage, which is the worst because he'd live, except for he's got my arrow in him. Oh man, it sucks. I didn't have enough room in my pack for a tent, so I'm sleeping under the stars. I mean, it's only 2 miles back to my car, so I mean, I could do that. It's not a big deal. Well, I found him. Still very much alive. He even grouped up with another buck. Yeah, I think that 70 arrow is just sitting right in the back strap. It's not even in the chest. So he's totally fine. He's just in a lot of pain. Which is stupid. Well, I'm gonna watch him till dark. I'm gonna sleep somewhere out here. Just put on my hoodie and lay down. Just makes me sick to see him over there like that. Let's see. Bag, but I woke up cold about an hour later, so put the sleeping bag in. Then when the dew set in, got wet at about 3 o'clock, so I cut covered my sleeping bag with my extra sweaters, and then it wasn't too bad. Today's supposed to be like insanely high winds, like 75-kilometer-an-hour winds, so I don't know what's going to happen today. If I can find him, that'll be good for stalking in on him, I guess. I feel like I should go check that spot a little closer where he was bedded last night. There we go, breakfast. I just jumped a really big buck, just like 100 yards from where I've been sleeping all night. Okay, I'm gonna check on it. All my camera batteries are dead though, so I probably won't film anything. That makes 4 dead deer that I found, and 3 of them being bucks. That's not very good. I'm just working my way with the wind to go way around where I think that deer went, and then I'm gonna hunt this next coulee over into the wind. And I know he's in there, just where is gonna be. It's a real brushy coulee, so I don't know if I'll be able to see him before he sees me. I'm going back in. The wind is just absolutely insane, but I'm gonna hike in to the far top end of that coulee that he went into last night. It's so windy, I'm not gonna be able to run the mic, but I'll get video if I can. And I packed with my light pack. Got water and some snacks and game bags, so if I get them, I'll cord them all up and get them ready, and then I'll just run back and grab the big pack. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck. It's been almost 24 hours since I hit that deer yesterday, and I watched him last night, and he's still going today, and he's not gonna die. He's gonna be real sore, that's about it. And I still feel awful that I made the shot that I did. But just after I made the call to move on, I came around this next bend and there was a buck bedded under this brush. We got 70-kilometer-an-hour winds today. It's just insane, but he was bedded in the most perfect spot. I was able to just walk right in behind him at 18 yards. He stood out of his bed, didn't know what was going on, and I hit him pretty good. I watched him run around the corner and bump up another huge buck. I'm kind of excited and kind of anxious because you just never know, right? Calm down a little bit and go check for my arrow. Clean pass through. Well, that feels good, but we'll see when we get around the corner. It's only been about 5. I'll give him another 10 or so. Oh boy, here we go. Roller coaster starts all over again. Okay, well, I screwed up. I didn't bring the camera with me. As you can see, he was bedded at the bottom of that big hill. I knew there was a bush right in front of him. I could get 30 yards from him, so I just said, no, I gotta finish him. So I left all the cameras, just took my bow and snuck in there. Well, he had moved. So I walked a little further ahead and peeked around the next corner, and he was there. So sat on him there at 20 yards and waited him out. He stood up because he was so uncomfortable from the first hit. I drilled him perfect. I found him He's just 50 yards down the trail. Didn't want to bring the camera because I thought, oh, I'm just going to finish him and be done with. It would have been cool on camera. Oh, let's go see this guy. So I was walking up this trail right here looking for blood and looked up, and his horns were sticking out of that hole right there, a hole in the bush. So I slid down here on my hands and knees, and I sat right here for about 15 minutes. He was right there, 20 yards, and I just waited for him to stand up for being uncomfortable. I put it perfect right in the pocket. I saw that horn. There he is. There's the first one. So it's high, but still I was above him. Yeah, that's exit on second shot, that's entrance on first shot. There he is. It's not bad. Amazing, he's hardhorn. Everything else I saw is full velvet still. I got a lot of work to do, and there's a rainstorm coming that they weren't calling for. Just got my little pack with me now, so I'll cut them up, get them in bags, carry out 1/4 of my little pack, come back with the big pack and get the rest. I might be able to get out of here by dark. This has been amazing. What a roller coaster, ups and downs, non-stop. I mean, that's bow hunting, but I'm still pretty frustrated with myself shooting wise, so practice it is. Hard stuff by yourself. Definitely could have used another hand, but oh well, it rained on me a little bit, cooled down, and the wind has died down too down here, so that's good. I'm going to do 1 hindquarter, and I think there's a back strap in there. Carry out my bow, and I'm going to come back for the rest. So yeah, I put all the rest of the meat up in the bush up there, covered it in my binoculars case and strap and a bunch of sticks, and hopefully keep the birds and coyotes off it for the first hour or so for me to get back. Making my way out with first load on the little pack, but I'm just taking a break going down this big hill. There's one valley to cross between me and the car, and this is it. Headed back in, just hiding from the wind down here. Drink my Mountain Ops and go in for one more load. It's not too far, it's only, what was it? Not even quite a mile, just under a mile. Oh, nothing touched it, all good. One load, that's it. It's all gotta fit. Got lots of room. Look at that, I could even fold the meat shelf up. Alright, let's see if we can get on my back. That'll be fun. This one coulee again, but I don't know if my legs will take me up the other side. It's the heaviest pack I've ever carried. And hike with an 87-pound pack for training. And that 87 pounds would feel nice right now. Okay, I made it down. I don't know if I'm gonna make it up though. I'm still going. Not very fast, but I'm still moving. We made it. A gorgeous sunrise or sunset behind us. Let's load up this car and get on the road.